Hey everybody, welcome back to Crypto News, the YouTube channel where we bring you news about crypto and the crypto market. This past week has been a crazy week in crypto, with Sam Bankman-Fried pretty much screwing a lot of people through his crypto exchange FTX US, anything that has FTX on it. He screwed a lot of people pretty much. I guess that's the best way to say it. A lot of rumors and stories and accusations have been coming out saying that he was a fall guy, and there was actually a puppet master behind all of it called Dan Friedberg, which, I guess apparently it's hard to find a picture of him. I tried looking for it, I couldn't find it. Maybe it's just different for me, but they're saying that Gary Gensler was involved in it, and like Sam Bankman-Fried had the help from his parents to start up FTX, to just all kinds of crazy stories and rumors, and it's just a little bit too much to cover every little bit, because right now it's still developing. Been hearing that he's in the Bahamas, but he tried to throw the sentence off and booked a plane to Argentina, which he wasn't in on. And with Alameda, his sister company was ran by a old girlfriend of his, the CEO of Alameda, Caroline Ellison, I think that's her last name. And it's just a lot of crazy news, with a lot of crazy stuff happening. People are scared. They don't know who to trust crypto exchange wise. People are demanding proof of reserves, which means that people want to see if the crypto is actually backed by a dollar or any stable coin. Like, they just want proof that their exchange isn't going to screw them over, just like how SBF has with FTX. It's just all crazy stuff. I would like to cover it, but it's all not coherent in my opinion. I would like to see some actual data come out and hard proof saying what has happened has happened. It all looks like a movie. Like, all this coming out was a movie, and it's just incredible. It's really incredible, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of people have lost money. Fortunately, I was never into FTX US, at least, but I do feel for the people who lost their life savings. But it's just a rule of thumb, a very hard lesson. It's okay to use these exchanges. Make sure you get your crypto off of the exchange and put them in a hardware or software wallet, which I will explain later in my video. But for now, this is the Bitcoin chart. I am on the daily time frame. Right now, we are trading at 16,539. I do have this chart pulled back quite a bit, all the way back up to 2019, just to show you through all of this madness and all of the FTX scandal, Bitcoin is holding up, in my opinion, pretty well. It's not down to zero, at least for the most case. It's at 16,000. It was up around 17, 18,000, 19,000. It had a pretty good leg up. It went all the way up to 24,000. But then I think this is when rumors started to happen. FTX, they're in trouble. Oh no, who's going to bail them out? We're going to bail them out. CZ is going to bail them out. And then once CZ tweeted that they weren't going to bail them out, FTX panicked. They pretty much said, screw everything, and it dropped to 60,000, which is not too bad in my case. It hasn't dropped back below under the previous all-time high back in 2019 at roughly around 13,000. But for now, in the short term, and possibly in the long term, at least for the next couple of months, at least until after the new year, I see it just going sideways. Yeah, it might go up to 18,000, or might even drop down to a little above 13,000. But with everything going on right now, people being scared, people just don't know what they're doing. They're getting the coins off the exchanges, and they're just trying to see how everything plays out and what the process is of maybe, hopefully, getting the people involved prosecuted. People have lost a lot of money, so they're pretty much now jumping back into crypto with whatever money that they do have. So yeah, either way, I don't see it going up with a huge bull run rally or anything like that. Bitcoin still needs to have a lot of levels to go through before we can actually be comfortable and okay with everything happening going on. So even though this is just, I mean, this isn't Bitcoin's fault, this isn't Bitcoin's problem, this isn't crypto's problem, this is just everything happening with one exchange. And this is such a big exchange that had a lot of users using their platform that got wrecked. They got their pretty much life savings stolen, and that's pretty much it. So just with this major black swan event, with this major crypto exchange falling apart, there's not going to be an upside or an upleg or anything like that to 20,000 to, anything higher than probably at least 20,000. So, but this isn't Bitcoin's fault. Bitcoin is its own thing. This is just what happened with that exchange, and it's just more than enough to get people scared and, just trading at these prices. So I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself. I'll go ahead and get to my first story today. I try and make this video quick, which it's already not. But Crypto.com accidentally sends 400 million worth of ETH to Gate.io. I'm pretty sure it's Gate.io. It doesn't say Gate.io, but funds were recovered. They approximately sent about 320,000 ETH to a exchange's address wallet, which was a mistake, according to Crypto.com, which is roughly about 80% of the ETH stored on Crypto.com. But they got it back. So, they got it back. But with all the news and everything happening in the crypto space, is pretty much a bad time for this to happen, which is pretty interesting because this didn't happen around this time. This happened earlier in October. This article came out, which I don't know if it's the approaching on the crypto space, but this is just a bad time for Crypto.com to get this FUD happening, which is pretty interesting because this isn't the first time that this happened. I'll read this part down here. Last year, the exchange accidentally sent 10 million to a woman instead of $100. The more alarming thing is that it wasn't discovered until a whopping 7 months later, which is, I guess they just have that money. They have that kind of money that they didn't know that 10 million was missing for 7 months. And boy, did this woman live it up. Apparently she bought a mansion, a couple of very expensive cars, just living the high life until one day Crypto.com came calling and she had to give it all back. So either way, because of this, Chris and Crypto.com, this is Twitter right here. This is what it looks like. There is a better picture than this. But yeah, either way, that's what it looks like, I guess roughly. There's been a lot of FUD around Crypto.com, and with, everything that FTX has gone through and what people have gone through in the process. They've been scrutinized and they've been, pretty much dragged through the mud. But Chris, I guess that's a better picture of him, went on to YouTube and did a Q&A, and he just pretty much says, I saw it. It was 2 o'clock in the morning when I saw it, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. And by then it was already a couple of hours old, which I didn't know it happened until I saw it. But he pretty much says that there's nothing to be worried about Crypto.com. Everything is fine. The balance sheet is good. He pretty much he pretty much discussed how the company is ran, who's running it, what their future looks like, and what their focus is, and pretty much says that he's just trying to build a great product, and he's looking forward to the World Cup that starts next week. They're gonna have their name plastered all over the place at that stadium. Which, with everything that's happened, I guess maybe take it with a grain of salt, because SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, said that FTX was good. Everything was fine. FTX US had no issues. And then I think the very next day they filed for bankruptcy. So I don't know. Maybe Chris is buying some time, or maybe there's nothing really actually wrong with the exchange. People are freaking out, which they have every right to do so. I mean, FTX was one of the largest crypto exchanges within the crypto space, and a lot of people got screwed over. So, I mean, that's just what he says. But yeah, either way, I would like to show you or discuss the difference between non-custodial wallets and a regular custodial wallet. While I find this pretty relevant at this time, in general, a crypto wallet is a piece of software or hardware wallet that enables you to store, access, and interact with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. While hardware wallets are a standalone physical device used to store digital assets, software wallets are installed on a user's device, desktop, or mobile. Both hardware and software wallets store the private keys, string of letters and numbers that acts and affects like a highly sensitive password. Access to a private key gives an individual the ability to send crypto assets from a particular public address, making private key management the utmost importance. Custodial wallets are considered a low entry barrier of those new to crypto space, since they are easy to use and can be accessed from any device with an internet connection. With custodial wallets, private keys are held by a third party, example a crypto exchange or a wallet provider, which means users don't really control their crypto assets. Instead, users have to trust that the third party custodian will secure their crypto for them, which is pretty interesting. I guess this is a later or earlier article. Oh no, this was written today. But some crypto exchanges do allow you to have your own wallet, your own key phrases, so you can move your crypto off the exchange and move it to an actual private wallet, which private wallets do have their own private keys. So please make notes. Write down your key phrases, because if you do not have the ability to go back and look at them again. So make sure you write them down, you keep them in a safe place, put it in a safe, put it in a wall, under your mattress, anything like that. Just make sure you know where it is whenever you need access to it. And another rule of thumb, don't keep your coins on the exchange unless you're actively trading. If you're a day trader, then it is important to keep your coins that you're trading on the exchange for you to, make money, whatever. But if you're just holding onto your coins or just saving them for whenever the bull run happens, a major bull rally, until then, get them off the exchange, put it on a wallet, and it's just pretty much simple as that. Non-custodial wallets, also known as a self-custody wallets, are designed to give users full control over the private keys. However, the freedom to be their own bankers also comes solely responsible for protecting their holdings. Non-custodial wallets, also known as self-custody wallets, are designed to give users full control over their private keys. However, with the freedom to be their own bankers also comes solely responsible for protecting their holdings. One of the most popular types of non-custodial wallets are hardware or cold wallets, which store private keys offline on a standalone device, often similar in look and feel to a USB, much like a ledger hardware wallets, which is very popular, and I would highly recommend on getting. Hardware wallets only access the internet when you want to send a cryptocurrency transaction. Some non-custodial wallets come as software that you install on your computer or mobile device and include the likes of BitPay, Electrum, Trust Wallet, or MetaMask. Yeah, there you go. Just a little quick rundown if you don't know what the difference or you don't know what non-custodial or custodial wallets are. That's pretty much all the news I have for you guys today. Stay safe, stay vigilant, keep your head up. I know that's not a whole lot to consider, especially with the people that lost a lot of money in the cryptos off of FTX, but yeah, either way. If you like the content, subscribe. If you like the video, like the video. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please comment in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.